This is Mission Control Houston. We're taking a live look inside the Quest airlock as Steve Bowen and Al Drew get ready to do this first spacewalk of the STS-133 mission. You can see Paulo Nespoli there on the left and Mike Barrett there on the right, helping Bowen get secured into his suit. The hatches are still closed in between the Quest airlock there and the rest of the station. The pressure has been taken down to 10.2 psi. After these guys get secured inside their spacesuits, that is when the rest of the crew will move them over into the crew lock portion of Quest, and then another hatch will be closed, and we'll get close to the spacewalk getting started. The crew has opened the thermal cover on the Quest airlock hatch.
Okay, hatch is open and stowed. Okay, copy, the hatch is open and stowed, and stand by for the post-heat breath.
How about just one more check on the reel?
Absolutely, reel's unblocked. You want the whole set again?
Nope, absolutely not.
Okay.
And with that, you are go to release your waste tether from the internal D-ring.
All right, that didn't work.
Steve Bowen already outside the Quest airlock. Al Drew still inside, about to make his way outside for the first time. Al Drew slowly making his way outside of the Quest airlock for the first time. He is getting his first views of what it feels like to do a real spacewalk outside the International Space Station.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close the thermal hatch.
If he takes a moment to look down below him, he'll see the northeastern coast of South America and parts of the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, I'll get...
Station the shuttle heading up toward the western edge of Africa and then up over parts of Spain and Europe.
And so you're good. Take each other routing all the way back to the structure itself. You're good on that. And you check your paper handles and then check your handles there. Down after your right handle's down. And just give me a twist to the left. So your left handle's also down. And I see you in a good configuration, Steve.
Thank you, Al.
And we agree you're both looking great out there. And Al, take a little time for some translation adaptation, and Steve will hang at the airlock.
Okay. Gonna do like an airlock way out, full way out type of thing here. Do a couple of rotations each axis.
Station Discovery Houston on the Big Loop. Good news and kudos to both crews. The new RBCM is powered and healthy, and we see good power draw on the J612 cable. That's good to hear, Stan. Discovery copy is great news.
Steve Bowen there getting the view of a lifetime down at the Earth below and the entire International Space Station complex.
Feeling good out there? Just bending and stretching. You know you're going to wake up sometime. Goes through the romper room song in my head. That coffee ought to be kicking in any time now. Decided that HTV and ATV are both dick. We'll pass that on. You probably see most everything from that vantage point, can't you? I did. I got a good view there for a while. I can see the top half now. Station Houston on 1 for robotics. It looks like we've lost the cupola workstation due to a comm dropout with the CNC MDM. We're working it. We'll get you more words as soon as we can. Okay, we'll stand by for now.
In this view, you can see Steve Bowen there on the left. He's the one that is standing on the station's robotic arm. He's the one that's got the red stripes on his pants. Al Drew is what they call the free floater. He's back there at the top left-hand portion of your screen. Steve Bowen and Al Drew getting a good view of the Caribbean Ocean there and heading out toward the Atlantic as the station and the shuttle travel 220 miles above the Earth.
3.172.
There's a good shot of Steve Bowen there in the center of the camera. He's the one that has the red stripes on his pants. Al Drew there to the left. He's in the all-white suit.
Beautiful. You can now retrieve your RET and adjustable tether and stow those on your mini workstation and BRT.
Okay, now I'm good to go along the native phase here.
And let me just check and make sure everything's configured for you to be able to do that all the way. Houston Discovery, EVA.
And go ahead, Nicole.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everything's configured so that Al can just translate out all the way and nade around.
And that's confirmed now. All inhibits are in place, and Al is clear to go.
This space station camera view shows us ELC-4 newly installed on the nadir side of the starboard truss, and the space station's robotic arm, which is moved out of the way. Just in the upper edge of the frame, you can see the spacewalkers translating out to near that ELC-4. That's where they'll be installing a wedge on a camera platform in order to tilt that camera stanchion away from the new spare parts platform to provide clearance for parts to be stored on it. It's Al Drew who has his back to this camera, Steve Bowen on the other side, and you can see the camera stanchion sticking out between the two of them. They've already removed the stanchion from the truss and installed the camera wedge, and Al Drew is now driving the bolt to reinstall the stanchion on top of that wedge.
That seems so solid when we showed up.
Yep.
And from Houston, good numbers. I don't see any jet.
Okay.
It looks like it's on there.
Let's be real deliberate coming out of here, make sure our tethers are all tight.
I totally agree.
All right, you guys, I know there's more important things to do, but we want to take a picture of you.
Okay.
I'll turn you over to...
Huh?
Okay, which turn right to you? Maybe not.
You see them up there with the camera?
I'm looking.
Look out.
A second.
Okay, see where I'm pointing? They're up there.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see them now.
Beautiful.
Right here.
Excellent, you guys.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Alright, back to work.
Cracking the whip now.
I did my job.
And Houston Discovery for EVA, with that, the success of this task and the wedge, I think it might be nice to mention Boris B. and his team, the wedge team, for the work they've done on this.
Good words. We'll make sure they get passed along.
That's Steve Bowen in the center of this camera view
I'll give you 1 second.
to get himself stabilized with the camera to get close-up pictures of Al Drew on the right as he performs the message in a bottle activity.